Fashion with the Made in Kazakhstan label. The leading and aspiring Kazakh fashion industry designers. Fashion Week reviews, the latest trends, and pointers from the stylists. All your news from the world of fashion and beauty on Fashion Guide. Expo Uniform. The international specialized exhibition Expo 2017 in Astana is, first of all, new technologies. Each participating country presents from the best of what can be called the energy of the future. But at the same time, fashion at Astana Expo deserves equal attention. In many pavilions, the uniform of guides and hostesses was creatively approached. There's top 5 according to Fashion Guide program for your attention. The Swiss pavilion has the most noticeable guide uniform on Expo. Its concept is flower power, meaning the energy of colors. The employees' clothes fully comply with this idea. Green overalls and bright t-shirts remind of fields, forests, gardens, and parks.
We were looking for something quite simple. That looks like people working in the forest, you know, people cutting the trees or looking after the beautiful landscape in Switzerland. So we have chosen a very simple uniform consisting of a pant and a t-shirt. And we printed some of the elements of the logo of the Swiss pavilion onto the pants and the t-shirt. They look like people actually working in the forest. For the t-shirt, we have chosen a very flashy neon color because we would like our guides to be recognizable when they walk around Expo, and also when the visitors are looking for a guide in the Swiss forest in the pavilion, they should easily find them.
Designers for the development of sketches weren't invited. Forms were purchased in specialized work clothes shops. T-shirts were commissioned on factory in Switzerland. Comfortable sneakers complete the image. They're also provided by local companies, a manufacturer of sports shoes. The guides unanimously assure that their clothes are the most comfortable. There are pockets here and there are 2 front pockets. Then there's pockets in the back, and then there's a pocket you can put all your documents. Well, shift plan, shifts. Also there's a pocket which can be clothes. Here we have the important documents. You can also open here if it's hot. But in fact it's more convenient closed. Also, we have these badges where we show what language we speak. Employees of the Italian pavilion have the most stylish form, and it's not surprising. World trendsetters made choice in favor of dark blue dresses. They use scarves as a bright detail. This uniform isn't tied to the pavilion concept itself, but are reflections of the main features of Italians. The ability to always look stylish. This dress without this scarf, without this detail would not look somehow the same. I think it's even some kind of accent. Namely, people pay attention to this scarf in the first place because the dress, let's say, is of dark blue color. It's not bright. And people notice our white scarf first because it is visible from afar in the dark. Our halls are a bit dark, that's why we're immediately visible. The clothes for the stand, attendants from the Nur Alim Kazakhstani pavilion, are just as fashionable. Only there are skirts, vests, and jackets instead of dresses here. Looks are complemented with scarves. The form is quite comfortable to spend a busy day in. Design of the stand attendants was developed by a domestic company, and the same company also sewed uniforms for volunteers, supervisors, and employees of Astana Expo 2017. Title of the most artistic can be awarded to the uniform of the Dutch pavilion. There's a whole fashion story behind its creation. Inspired by the works of Pieter Mondrian, Yves Saint Laurent invented the most famous Mondrian dress in 1965. The Dutch artist had launched the school of abstract painting simultaneously with Malevich. The works of this master are the base of the Netherlands pavilion concept.
Van Bergen is the designer of the famous Mondrian dress we have here at the Netherlands Pavilion in Expo Astana. He designed the uniform in 2011 in cooperation with the Gemeentemuseum in Den Haag, in The Hague, a city in the Netherlands. And the Gemeentemuseum in Den Haag has the largest Mondrian collection in the world.
And the Japanese pavilion has the most functional clothing. Several companies participated in the contest. The most deserving had developed design as a result. It is a stylish and feasible set where vigorous red colors prevail. The Hinumaru design of Japanese flag is used. It also shows Japanese originality. And the use of white and blue colors for the most part gives a summer vibe and freshness. Emphasis was placed on every detail and each stitch was thoroughly sewn. Also, the design of such accessories as hats, bags, handkerchiefs, and shoes was thought out. Elastic and technological materials don't fetter movements, also allowing you to feel comfortable in any weather condition. It is easy to care for this uniform despite the apparent design complexity. Speaking of functionality, we don't have to dry clean the uniform, we can easily wash it at home. We think it's very convenient. Among all the pavilions in Expo 2017, you won't find any similar uniforms of hostesses and guides. The fashion was approached with the same responsibility as the main exposition by the participating countries. Fashion and beauty for all. Under such a slogan, fashion festivals are held worldwide. As a rule, on these events, guests receive unique offers, limited collections, profitable discounts, or master classes from professionals. Astana now has its own fashion celebration. The Expo Fashion Fest was held right at the square in front of Baytierik. Stylists, makeup artists, image makers, and 36 designers shared their creative energy with guests. Here, showroom with clothes, jewelry, and hats from Kazakhstani designers had located almost in the open air. I'm thrilled with what our designers make, what beauty they create. The energy of beauty, the energy of fashion, our fashion trends. So also the free master classes from Janna Akhmetova are presented here. It is the stylist image maker who today creates looks and images for each person who wants it. Advice from the stylist to dress wisely. Even if you live according to the dress code rules. A frequent question of Astana residents is how to express themselves through the standard set of skirt, blouse, jacket. Guests had discussed this and other questions with image makers on master classes. In addition to advice on wardrobe, women got makeup and hair for a present. It's mega important to dress properly, to make themselves heard in the world. It became a conversation to something bigger than simply putting clothes from frost. Astana is the city where there are the most dress codes, more civil servants, more ministry. It's a bit harder to play with, but it's also necessary because there are no two suits alike. It's necessary to find your costume, your skirt length. We spend a lot of time in these, therefore, they should be comfortable, correctly characterizing us. Another task of the Fashion Festival is to open new names to the world. For example, this time the capital became acquainted with designers from the western region of Kazakhstan. Jamilia Kapanova balances creation of collections and management of ballet school. Astana show demonstrated both talents of Jamilia. Real ballerinas arranged the défilé in elegant dresses. We can say that it's a one-act ballet about fashion. I think it's very beautiful. Girls on points walk gracefully on the catwalk, and it's very insanely beautiful. Another breakthrough of Expo Fashion Astana is Ayana style brand designed for girls. Dresses, tops, and trousers please the eyes with colorful palettes and national designs. Despite her young age, modeler makes sketches of her own creation and is already in high demand abroad. Ayana is a frequent guest on different European fashion events. Ayana is a 10-year-old girl. She's from Aktobe and already performed with her children's clothing line all around the world. Presents at the moment, Ayana is on a trip for Italian fashion shows. Fashion Fest is the occasion when anyone can be in the middle of fashion events and to replenish the wardrobe with original items at an affordable price. You don't need the friendship with designers for a special invitation. Entry is free for everyone and there's no dress code. Another fashion event in Astana is the annual Monaco Fashion Night Show. This time, their cruise collections were presented on the capital's catwalk by Kuralay Nurkadzilova, Aida Kaumianova, Nail Baikuchukov, Bibi Sara and Sana fashion houses. The designer duo of Alexei Jin and Laria Jakambayeva also had presented the capsule line. We love simple and aesthetic. There's no pretentiousness. When a woman can buy our clothes, she can dream. We don't like total self-described looks that are disposable. That's why we make our collections as a Lego kit, so that a woman can mix. Simplest geometric figures are the base of tailoring. Straight lines, large cells, and square inserts. Monochrome colors prevail. Light ruffles and flowing fabrics feminize formless dresses. Nail Baikuchukov presented sensual collections. The modeler is famous for his evening dresses. Sky Azure Cruise collection was no exception. Nail's main emphasis is on soft blue and dark blue colors. Before starting to work on this collection, I was on holiday, and maybe I was somehow influenced by it. These are bluish and nude shades. Maybe it all influenced how the collection turned out to be. I think the name is absolutely perfect, because the colors complement and harmonize with each other. Apart from dresses of sky blue colors, designer proposes to wear elegant overalls and mix body with translucent skirts. I showed that it's possible to wear kind of transparent clothing put under the closed body linen. Also at the evening was the debut of Dinara Sajjan's studio. Behind ideas and collection creation are the TV host herself and modeler Bauzhan Sagiev. The first line became kind of a preview before the big show, which will be held in October. We've decided we're going to work with our heritage, to raise self-consciousness, to instill pride of Kazakh for our services. We draw inspiration from our history, and we decided to dedicate our first collection to Rosa Baglanova, because this year she would be 95. The creative team invented special patterns. This is the favorite flowers of legendary singer. Peonies and roses can be seen on dresses, skirts, and corsets. The color palette of the collection pleases with abundant milk, pink, and light blue shades. The line presents basic models, cocktail and lush dresses. We wanted to make fairy-like dresses because Rosa Baglanova said in her interview that her songs are like birds flying to people and lighting everything with their warmth. All 7 designers offer to enjoy the last warm days and to dress in bright colors, light and romantic dresses. And don't forget about comfortable elegance. While many enjoy the summer holiday, designer Denise Tian suggests to prepare for the new season. Fashion designers arrived to Kazakhstan from Canada to present all 3 autumn-winter collections for 2017. First collection was premium, where vintage style was presented. This is my favorite style. Also, I combined contemporary style and modern style. Our second collection was under the brand of La Poire by Denise Tian. It is luxury. And the third final collection was also premium, where we used natural fabrics. Pencil skirts, stylish jackets, and universal blouses. All of it can be found in Denise Tian's collection. Vintage style is red in cloth tailoring. Floor-length wide pants and long vests transport us back in time. Voluminous short puffed sleeves and ruffles complemented the look. These special tailoring patterns I made myself, and they look very interesting and highlight women's bodies, opening the shoulders, and thus make girls look more beautiful and stylish. In addition to the romantic dresses, the modeler made a lot of suits. Business looks can be worn for work as well as evening dates. There was a place for basic models that differ in comfort and style. I liked a little black dress. Also, the velvet suit of free pajama style was my favorite because I love comfortable clothes. The designer bets on quality cutting and fabric, playing with materials, creating the mix of satin and organza, cleverly mixing geometric lines with flower patterns. Unusual fabrics were used, which I didn't see before. Let's say I didn't see such fabrics in everyday boutiques. So I love their solutions too. Shiny sliding cloth. Next season, the designer suggests to choose warm undertones. Chocolate, mustard, and terracotta will highlight the golden autumn extremely well. Each stylist needs an acknowledgement to motivate themselves for further successes. Organizers of the International Astana Designers Award think so. In small circles, this ceremony is known as the Oscars. To justify the unspoken nickname, organizers hold the event accordingly, with red carpets, black tie, and photo call. The awards appeared in 2015. The idea was to bring all the designers and to enable to present their works so that they can get an independent, unbiased assessment. New talent emerge every year. Mostly there are interior designers involved, but all nomination groups are also present. Among them is the design of clothes and accessories. Although contestants from any country can apply for the award, there's one condition for everyone. The project should be realized in Kazakhstan. This year, the jury consisted of 12 people. A big number of jurors enabled maximum impartiality to works. The first participation stage is photos, presentations. It's easy for any designer, easy enough even for beginners. So it's sent in electronic form. And in the second phase, work is already sent here to the commission after passing to the final. The jury members should directly evaluate these works and the technique of execution, materials directly live. From the originality of an idea to detailing, the juror takes everything into account. They think that even in such an area as design, the fantasy should also be in moderation. That's why only those clothes you can wear in everyday lives get to the finals. I have main criteria as a fashion designer, so you were sure to call this as apparel. Although I'm not against such super creative design in fashion, I'm actually a supporter, yes, but there weren't any such super artistic works which, well, where one might agree I hadn't seen them on the awards. Now the Best Woman Collection award gets Asil Yasimova, stylist from Atirau. Her corset dresses from textured fabrics conquered the jury by their simplicity and genius of idea at the same time. This award gave the modeler an opportunity to participate in the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week in Astana. She was inspired by the 1940s and 50s years when creating this collection. That is, corsets, well, they were hidden from view under the basic clothes. Now, in modern fashion, everything is available. A lot is available, and she wanted to take out the hidden from view and to show it as the main accessory to the outfit. The Best Ethno Collection award goes to Aynur Mirzakanova. The girl masterfully used the soutache technique when making earrings. It is a type of needlework in which the special narrow ribbon is sewn into the base material. This is one of the most popular methods, thanks to which the original ornaments are obtained. Jewels were in a set. Earrings, for example, with brooches for footwear. That seems convenient to me, basically. There are moments when you want to look, let's say, you should look nice for the evening, and there's no time to change clothes. Simply some office variant, let's say, to water down some column dress with some earrings and the brooch on shoe, and it would basically look nice. According to the winners, the material encouragement is not needed here. The most important thing is to receive an assessment and recognition of specialists. Besides, Astana Designers Awards already became professional ground where contestants learn about new trends and take advice from more experienced colleagues.